Okay, so now we're going to get into the last bit of Saturn. I wanted to talk about Saturn a little bit more because I have been talking about the Capricorn energy affecting us pretty heavily because Saturn is at home in Capricorn. It's happy there, but we also have Pluto in Capricorn. So before I get ahead of myself, I definitely wanted to talk about that. And then we'll get into the rest of the planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the North and South Node. Okay, so Saturn is the I Achieve planet, and it's going to deal with your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, but also major shifts mentally, physically, and emotionally in your life so long as you're doing the work. We're all hungry for more. We all want more. We all want a bigger piece of the pie. But here's the thing. We are responsible for making the pie and dishing it up, okay? So stay focused, organize that plan of attack, as I said, and with ambition, stop doing all the work for others and do the work for yourself, okay? Believe in others enough to know that they can do the work. Yes, you can do it and you can probably do it better, but that micromanaging of your kids, of your partner, of your family, of your friends is not doing them anything, and it's not helping you either. So tap into your feelings more about the work you need to do that you're avoiding mentally, physically, and emotionally, okay? So get more personal with the people you're doing the work with. So on the job, at home, instead of getting up in their business, talk about the work you're doing together, collectively, individually, or not, okay? And then stop doing everything for everyone else. As I said, why are you doing that, though? Is this control? Is it ego? Is it a need? Is it a tendency? Is it something you've got to work on? Yeah, okay, for sure. So manage your power more wisely. Stop holding back. Say no and do for yourself. That's the other thing. You probably have trouble saying no to other people, places, and things. You don't even want to take on all these projects, but that's something you've got to learn about yourself. That's something you've got to fix about yourself. So that takes us into Uranus in Aries, but Uranus is moving March 6th. And that is going to be great into Taurus. Okay, so we're going to get comfortable with the work that we've been doing mentally, physically, and emotionally. It is go time. It is time to be true to who you are and what you are. Rebirth of self. And a lot of my Aries are going to be feeling that fire as they re-emerge and they feel that rebirth mentally, physically, and emotionally as soon as spring comes. Okay, so this is where we differ from others, where we create our own unique gifts and qualities. Uranus, I always mash up with the word unique. Okay, so be uniquely true to who you are and what you are. Be original, be a leader, be resourceful, be ambitious, find that drive. Watch out for impulsivity. So any impulsive ways that you have, curb them, understand them. You don't know it all and you need to know that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check your finances, check your business, make sure it's in alignment with who you are and what you are, okay? Not only are you a front lineman, but you are the fire starter, okay? So slow down, stop, drop, and roll if you feel like you're on fire and you're out of control. Use caution when necessary, okay? That takes us to Neptune in Pisces. Again, another planet that is totally at home in Pisces, okay? So you're going to be going through swimming through, living through, walking through a sea of dreams or a sea of nightmares. That's up to you and the work that you've been doing. And if you're trying to manage other people, places, and things, it's because they can't manage their own shit. So you think you're just taking on more and more problems. And it's like, instead of more money, more problems, no, more people, more problems. The more you think you can do, the more problems you've got mentally, physically, and emotionally. So stop taking on that karma. It is not yours to take on, okay? So Neptune is at home in Pisces. It's the I Dream planet, full of inspiration and aspirations. It also deals with hope and deception, okay? So you could be deceived easily right now by other people, places, and things. And if you're using any sort of controlled substances like alcohol or drugs, you better be mindful that this is not the season to be fucking around with that, okay? No room for victimization. We create our own problems here, mentally, physically, emotionally, for the most part, okay? I'm not talking about the impoverished child. I'm not talking about the person dealing with the war. I'm not talking about the person that is, been slighted by the universe, by, the social constructs that we live in. I'm just talking about people in general. We create majority of our own problems. We take them on, okay? So there is no excuse here, no victimization here. I'm not dealing with it. Trust what you know, and you know what you know. This is not to say you know it all, like I already said before. Those psychic gifts, those hunches, that's what I'm saying. Trust what you know and trust your gut more and listen to your dreams more. Write them down, journal them, put a water and pen and a book beside your bed, and it'll encourage you to write about your dreams when you wake up. And guess what? Some phenomenal things are going to be happening. Some magical things, some mystical things, some things that you in all your life never thought you would see mentally, physically, and emotionally, okay? And you're going to be having more downloads, more visions, more intuition. And the sooner you start to trust your intuition, the more you will get into this song and dance and ebb and flow with it more intuitively, okay? So miraculous healing for some family, friends, lovers, pets even. Healing, if we can get sick, we can get well. The body is capable of healing. It is a machine. It is a brilliant machine. It is not made with a flaw. And be more selfless. But I don't mean give yourself away to other people, places, and things. I mean, shed the ego and realize you are everything. You are everyone, and you can do anything, but you don't have to do it all for everyone, okay? Stop trying to escape your life. Create a life you want to live, okay? So you have the ability to influence everyone, but you have to make that impact authentically. You can't keep trying to be someone you're not mentally, physically, and emotionally. So you got to feel into your heart space, and it's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be vulnerable. Don't try to fake it till you make it. That's not going to work in the long run. You could be dealing with some paranoia about who you are and what you are, thinking you're a fraud or a fake. Well, if you're not being authentically true to who you are and what you are, then sure, you're going to be feeling that paranoia, okay? So you need to appreciate who you are and what you are, appreciate your gifts, appreciate your unique gifts and abilities, your divine gifts and ability, okay? So that takes us to Pluto. Pluto is in Capricorn. It's time to manage your shadow character work. The growth and the integration here, it's not all about the work. It's about integrating it into the happy, harmonious, balanced life we're creating. So it's about going back and dealing with the shit and then realizing, wow, I am the shit. I have gone through it and I will go through it again and again, but I'm not going to step in it so easily next time, you know, learning from our mistakes, okay? In business and with our ambitions and with our hopes and our dreams. Because here's the thing, the universe is trying to deliver to you everything that you're asking for. So you got to be mindful of what you're asking for, and you'll step into less bullshit, okay? You have a duty to yourself to serve yourself. You can't serve others unless you're taking care of yourself. We say it all the time about our mothers and fathers. You know, as parents, you have to take care of yourself so you can take care of your children and your elders, okay? So be mindful of taking care of yourself, and you are capable so long as you are in control of who? You. You cannot control other people, places, and things. You have to control yourself. That is it. How you show up, how you react, how you respond, what you choose to do or not do. This is the self-control I'm trying to talk about. And logically, it's not all about intuition. It's not all about spirit and witchy woo woo frou-frou bullshit. No, we got to be logical a lot of the time, okay? So use logic, use intuition, but also tradition, okay? Trust the ancestors, trust your angels and guides, trust that the people before you moderately knew what they were doing, and that this isn't all a shit show, you know? It isn't all something that we're going to just throw in the trash. We got to actually go back to our roots, back to our ancestors, angels, and guides, okay? And create that structure, support, and stability. And use some older methods. You know, we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. Deal with your emotions, deal with your womb wounds. This is childhood issues, abandonment, lack, things I've talked about already in my story. I don't want to be real redundant here. Dive deeper within, less thinking, more feeling, but with logic. Don't get lost in a sea of emotions, okay? Know where you can stand up and it's just shallow water. Like, stop drowning in a sea of tears over the bullshit, over the people, places, and things that aren't going to even matter next year, okay? Stop it. So Mercury is going to be retrograde, mistakes, miscommunication, computer issues, phone issues, website issues, travel issues, business, money, all kinds of issues to revisit. I'm not saying that the issues are going to be there, but if they were there before, they're going to always be there. So it's not like this retrograde springs this up on you, okay? And we're running out of time. I absolutely love you. We'll talk more soon. There's so much to talk about, but we're going to do this every week, okay? I don't know how to shut it off.